The Newsday continues here on One News Now. I'm Diego Castro. At least 10 people have died from the low-pressure areas that have been affecting 8 regions across the country since January 2nd. Data from the Office of the Civil Defense also showed that 4 other people have been injured, while more than 63,000 families have been affected. The cost of damage to infrastructure now stands at 153 million pesos, while the damage to agriculture is pegged at 117.7 million pesos. The LPAs have been affecting Calabarzon, Mimaropa, Bicol, Western Visayas, Eastern Visayas, Northern Mindanao, Davao Region, and BARMM since last week. To walk us through weather situations today and in the coming days, we have on the show Pag-asa Senior Weather Specialist Raymond Ordinario. Good morning, Raymond.
Yes, Diego, good morning.
Raymond, there's an LPA spotted east of Hinatuan, Surigao del Sur. Is there a possibility that this will develop into a storm?
As of now, is a slim chance to develop into tropical depression in the next 24 hours, but we did not rule out any possibility that it might develop into a tropical cyclone in the coming days. So we still have to monitor the development of this low pressure area. But Diego, I just wanted to point out that even though it is not yet a tropical cyclone, it will bring rains over the parts of the eastern Visayas and eastern Mindanao area. So our folks should be prepared for the impacts of the upcoming rains, especially those areas have been receiving rains since the end of last year up to this week. So, and still, we're going to expect some more rains in the coming days.
And speaking of these areas, no, Raymond, para makapaghanda ang mga viewers natin, anong mga lugar ito at hanggang kailan na may expect ang mga rains na ito?
So, specifically, ang binabantayan natin, Diego, itong Eastern Visayas, especially the Leyte area. Then dito tayo sa may Mindanao, the Northern Mindanao and Caraga region. Ito yung mga areas that we are now on the monitoring of Pag-asa because still and this low pressure area ay lumapit dito sa Visayas area. Possible yan na magpaulan doon ulit sa mga areas na nakaranas nga ng pagbaha nitong mga nakaraang araw.
Yes, Raymond, of course, across the news recently, no, yung shear line na nag-affect sa sections ng Southern Luzon and Visayas. For the sake of our viewers, pa-explain naman kung ano yung shear line. Will this bring floods or torrential downpour?
Yes, itong Diego, yung ating shear line. No? So ito yung pagsasalubong ng dalawang magkaibang hangin, yung malamig at tuyo at yung basa at mainit na hangin. And nagsalubong yung area nila ay yung dalawang hangin na to. Ito ay nagke-create ng mga thunderstorm clouds. Then itong thunderstorm clouds ay nagdudulot talaga ng mga tuloy-tuloy na pag-ulan. And hanggat nag-meet yung dalawang magkaibang hangin na yon ay patuloy ang production ng ating thunderstorm clouds kaya patuloy pa rin yung mga pag-ulan. Yun yung nagkukos talaga ng malawakang pag-ulan dyan sa areas na kung saan nakatutok itong ating shear line.
And of course, Raymond, para makapaghanda mga viewers natin, magdadala ba tayo ng umbrellas or mga kapote today sa Metro Manila?
For Metro Manila area, we're going to expect a generally fair weather condition apart from some light rain. So, only light rain is expected due to the northeast monsoon. But still, what we're preparing in Metro Manila right now is the cold weather, especially in the early morning, because we're going to expect it to continue until next week or maybe up to the second week of February.
And for this year, Raymond, and speaking also of the cold weather, until when will we experience this cold weather at ilan ang bagyo na dadaan sa bansa ngayong taon?
So for now, for this amihan season, we're going to expect it normally to have the cold weather until second week of February, but it might extend up to the first week of March. Then for the tropical cyclone, we're still expecting around 19 to 20 tropical cyclone that might enter the Philippine area of responsibility. And for January, we're going to expect at most one tropical cyclone that might develop or enter our PAR.
Thank you for that. Raymond Ordinario, Pag-asa Senior Weather Specialist. We will be back with more stories after the break. Keep it here on One News. You're still watching One News Now. I'm Diego Castro. Lawmakers from the House of Representatives grilled officials of agencies concerned with the New Year airspace shutdown during the House committee hearing. It was revealed that the airspace shutdown could be traced back to a faulty circuit breaker. The Civil Aviation Authority of the Philippines said it has sent the circuit breaker to the proper agency for inspection. CAAP says that while it conducts regular maintenance on the device, they do not have the authority or capability to check its inner workings.
Yun ho kasing circuit breaker, yung loob ho niyan, hindi ho namin kaya, we are not authorized or capable of checking the internal workings of a circuit breaker. External lang ho yung level namin to find out if it has input and output. Hindi ho nabubuksan yun eh. It's talagang parang nakasealed siya eh. So hindi namin ho makikita yung laman sa loob. That's why we sent it to the ICT. Sila ho ang magpe-perform ng investigation kung ano ho talaga yung nagkadiferensya sa loob.
At the same hearing, Cagayan de Oro Representative Rufus Rodriguez called on CAAP Director General Manuel Tamayo to take a leave of absence amid ongoing probes into the fiasco. But for Tamayo, this is not needed as he offers his assistance in the fact-finding process for the probe. Still, Tamayo says he is willing to cooperate with what authorities believe should be done to move forward with the investigation.
At this point in time, I don't think I need to go on the leave of absence and I have to lead the people as well. But if necessary nga, if there will be any doubt about what I'm doing, I'm willing to go on a leave of absence anytime.
More defense officials have vacated their posts amid a shakeup in the country's military leadership. Here's the report.
The Armed Forces of the Philippines supports the appointment of Carlito Galvez as the new Secretary of National Defense. AFP spokesperson Madel Aguilar says Galvez has proven himself capable of the job as he formerly served as Chief of Staff of the Armed Forces and is already a peace advocate. He also served as COVID-19 National Task Force Chief during the pandemic. Galvez's appointment follows the surprise resignation of Acting Defense Chief Jose Faustino.
It was a very smooth transition from the outgoing to the incoming Chief of Staff, and the Armed Forces of the Philippines, being a professional organization, will support whoever is designated by the President as Chief of Staff. Ito po ay parte ng ating tradisyon.
Faustino's resignation, meanwhile, came just 2 days after the reappointment of General Andres Centino as AFP Chief of Staff, replacing Lieutenant General Bartolome Bacaro. The palace has yet to provide an explanation on the decision, but Faustino has admitted to have resigned after being bypassed in the decision to reappoint Centino. Faustino said he only learned of the appointment from news and social media reports. Today, Defense Department spokesperson Arsenio Andolong revealed that some more officials of the DND vacated their posts, something which Andolong said was normal.
But that is a normal procedure here in government, not only in the DND. When a new leadership assumes office, all coterminous appointees are required to tender their courtesy resignations. That's in order to give a free hand to the incoming principal to determine the composition of his staff.
These surprise movements in the military leadership sparked rumors of destabilization among troops, which authorities have earlier denied. National Security Advisor Clarita Carlos tells One News the chiefs that she is also equally confused by recent military movements. Carlos shared that this could have stemmed from Republic Act 11709 or fixed long terms for key military officers.
My hypothesis is that this arose from do you remember that RA giving 3 years?
Yes, 11709, yes.
The Chief of Staff. I think that started there.
Section 2 of the law only allows a fixed 3-year term for the Chief of Staff of the AFP, but nothing more. Though overstaying is no longer a problem, the Chief of Staff position has become a revolving door position. The Act still allows the seating President to shorten the term of the Chief of Staff. Still, with changes in the military chain of command, Carlos is hopeful that there will come a time when meritocracy becomes the norm in government.
I wish there were more meritorious and a more rational way by which we put people in positions of authority and power because, it should not work this way na keso in-appoint ni ganito, tapos yung nag-appoint na alis, tapos yung naalis, dapat lahat ng in-appoint niya, alisin mo din.
Ayon Kalumbiran, We Are One News.
And those are the top stories of the hour. Join us again at 9:45 a.m. as we continue to monitor the day's biggest stories. You can also catch One News on Signal Play. Register an account now at signalplay.com.ph so you can stream One News live anytime, anywhere. I am Diego Castro. We are One News. All sides, all the time.